Hello. We're back again. We're going to fly in space and see what things are doing. So I'm going to press the buttons because why not? I have no idea where we are. It's been a whole, I don't know, 48 hours or something. Not even that much, maybe. It's not been very long, and I should remember. But it's not been very long, and I don't. So, what are you going to do? Oh, that's right. I was going to say... Oh, I already did. Excellent. Right, that's good. So where are we? Let's have a look. I've got somebody singing about how the internet might take off, which is good. I found this song and it still makes me chuckle. Right, so let's just refresh ourselves. At 230 light years. Now, I can't remember how far we had to go. We're at the Hades cluster, so we're going for the Helix Nebula to unlock something, whatever that might be. 6 million, 7 million. So that's good, right? Yes, the aim would be to get here. I don't know what this +2 is. Does it mean it's effectively adding... well, hang on. No, hang on. Let's have a look at boosters a second. So maybe it's... So that would be +7, that would be +7, that would be +7... 9, sorry. I can maths. That would be +4, and that would be +3, I guess. I don't know. Who knows? Not I, says me. We'll find out when we get there. So this doesn't do anything really in terms of extra speed. Because, like, look how slow it's going up. I mean, it's essentially not going up. I mean, I can press this forever, right? I mean, not literally forever. That would not really be worth it. Let's see if it goes up. Nope. It's going to take us a long time to get there. We can't do this, right? I remember, because our tachyon speed is not fast enough. We're a while away from that, which is fine. I don't mind being a while away from that. I'm going to turn this down a fraction again. It's on volume 4 out of 32, right? Which is a weird number. Normally they're out of some sort of reasonable digital, not digital, decimal number. But 32, it's just peculiar. Why 32? What made them stop there? I mean, who knows? Not me. But I wish I knew. It would stop me from having questions. So, we could build some more scavenging drones, but we don't really have... Right, so I like to do it in 5s. Now, we'd need 5 point something million. So 5, 7, I'm guessing 9 million aluminium. And if we're going for 9 million aluminium, it's not far off that, actually, is it? Honestly, it's not that far off. And it would increase our chances of getting titanium. And then if we've got enough iron at the end of it, maybe, I mean probably not, but maybe I increase it to 11. I don't think that's the right way. I mean, we've got so much energy. What it might be worth doing is saving up like 6 million iron and then just increasing it by 5 in one go. But I want to increase the opportunity to get titanium. But you know it's going to stop, right? It's going to stop at, I don't know, 25% chance to get titanium or something. Because that's the nature of these things. Until later, where it will unlock a new tab, and then we'll get like, oh, you can get extra titanium, or you can get extra chance of titanium. I don't know, whichever one. But it's so expensive to do these things. So we can do 5, right? We have the technology. There you go, right? So that's good. We've sorted that out. Which is nice. 5.5%. That's pretty good. At some point soon, we'll be able to upgrade our drone capacity. That would be nice. And then let's have a look in here. Well, we can do this, right? Oh, they've all disappeared. Like, it does do the thing. But because I turned it off, I turned the machine off, right? And it doesn't do offline. That has reset. That's interesting. Ooh, very interesting. Now, how's our tachyons going? 7 billion. I mean, that's not bad. We're a 1/7 of the way to there. No, wait. Is it there? No, yeah, it is there. Which is a long way. Like, it's a silly amount. And if I remember correctly, in the last episode, we completed Mars, right? No. I'm sure we completed Mars. I could have sworn Maybe it's because that's where the game crashed. That might be the issue. Because remember, the game crashed, right? So it might be that because the game crashed, it didn't remember that we completed Mars. Because it gets to 70. Once it gets to 70, it's complete. Is that better? I ask this every time, right? But I mean, that does look good, right? But it's just not as good. It's this one, right? Because everything gets a bonus from repressing it on this one, right? But I do prefer the ticking numbers. I think having it on for 3 hours made my computer go, oh, I don't like it. The numbers are a bit big. What are you doing, Chrissy? And I was like, I'm travelling through space. Right, so we can go back to Mars and we can press this button. 2.5 million. Right, I'm going to press that and see. I mean, we've got quite a lot of iron already. And that's just a stream of iron coming in. Not a lot of aluminium, though. Yeah, so the odds of aluminium are so much lower that I'm going to go here instead. Now, we could upgrade our 16 silicon per click effect, which might be worth doing, because although it's a lot of silicon, right? It's 1 billion silicon, and we've got 1.7 billion, so it's nearly half the silicon. But also, it is 16, and I like 16. 16 is good. It's much better than 4. Like, to the power of 2. It's not multiplied by 2, it's to the power of 2. It's like exponentially better. Literally. I just wish there was one for the power of 3. Because 64 is amazing. I don't think that's going to arrive, though, if I'm honest. Yeah, 2.5 million. We need to get to 2.5 million. And we'll see what happens, because it's supposed to be able to let us explore the entire universe, right? But it crashed. And I don't know if that's what it was supposed to do. I don't think it was, you know. I think that was a mistake by the game. Right. Pop. Let's do the thing. That's increased our speed of aluminium gathering. Has it? Well, I mean, maybe. It's hard to tell. I mean, it must have, right? We're getting 704 a click of silicon, and there is an aluminium tab, which I'll look at in a second. It was the moon. Yes. There's something here. Auto by silicon. No. This one. Add half of your aluminium per second to silicon. Oh, that's the wrong way around. Brr. That's the wrong way around, I said. Right, look, maxed. See? Well, I mean, we did it last time, so I remembered it being a thing. It just didn't like it. So that's 2 tabs completed. Nice. Oh, that looks over 50% now. Look at that. Look at that. It's over 50%. Amazing. Now, 13 million would get us a booster, and a booster might be fun. Actually, a booster would be very fun. We're a long way away in aluminium terms. But we're not that far away in terms of silicon. I just wish there was a better way of getting aluminium. But we are closer now to this. It's not far away. Hey, we're getting 8. That'll be there in no time, right? 8. Now, the other one is 160,000. Oh no, wait. The others need to be 65,000, so that's fine. They're just different colours because of reasons. Hmm. . And that is actually not that useful to us because we're not using tab 1. We're using tab 2. Because I want to fill it. I want to fill tab 2. I don't know. Because this, resistance gains are multiplied by 10. Because that's going to be incredibly important. Not that I can afford to upgrade this, because 4 billion is a lot. I mean, I really invested in upgrading this. I didn't invest in upgrading this, but I definitely upgraded this a lot as well. That 619 million silicon, right? That's only 140,000 aluminium. It's almost nothing. We don't need more than 250. Look, we're at 59 pumped. It's nothing. It's not even pumped by... Oh, it's not even pumped by 2. That's weird. That used to say by 2, and now it doesn't. What's happened? What have we done? I've broken it somehow. Or maybe it updated and it decided that wasn't how it's supposed to work. Or maybe that's just an error. Who knows? It's definitely getting faulty, and I don't know why. You know, it's quite warm in my house, and my PC being on is being quite nice because it's cooling my flat. I'm not sure you're supposed to use a 1,000 watt machine as a house cooler. There's probably better ways of dealing with it. We're nearly there. 4 times 5 is 2 million. So I reckon once we get to like 2.5 million iron, I can upgrade that. I could just buy that though, couldn't I? I mean, I could. And I probably should, right? Yeah, we're just short. I mean, I say just. We're like 100,000 iron short. But I'm gonna click on that one so we can get more. I'm half tempted to wait two deliveries of titanium to get it to a 0 because I prefer zeros. Zeros are more fun. In fact, I might do that. In fact, I'm going to do that. Wait. I don't understand. That went up. That we lost 5. Why did we lose 5? Weird. We lost 5. That doesn't say it requires any titanium. Oh, it does say. It says it right there. 320 titanium. I didn't read that properly. See me being a doofus. Well, I mean, that was me told, right? Whoopsie. Oh, blimmin' heck, we've got some more of this now. Oh, look, they've repopulated. Fantastic. But when we click on this, we get another one. So, do we want to do this for the moment? I mean, I don't see why we wouldn't, honestly. I mean, we're nearly at the point where I can double this again for even more speed boost. But it's kind of moot at the moment. Look at that. 4.1. It's fast, right? I'm going to click the button. Because there's not a lot of silicon in the grand scheme of things. 56 million compared to the 1.4 billion we have is very little. And we're getting 1 million energy per second. Which is a lot, right? Because we're only burning 600,000. Actually, at this point, I can turn you back off, can't I? There's no point wasting 5 silicon per second. Such a large amount of silicon, right? I mean, I could. Because I could just press this button, right? Burn off a whole bunch of energy. Yeah, let's do it. And now this is using quite a lot. 1, 2, that's 1.3 million. I don't care. We've got 600 million, right? It's going to take it a while to catch up. And if I want to, I can just press this button. Like that, right? It's not really made a big difference, right? 167,000. I mean, it'd be nice if we could refresh this, or reset that. But yeah, like, it's a long way away. Let's have a look then. So we are using 1.35, and so that's 1.2 million energy roughly. So we are 200,000 energy short. 200,000 energy short. I mean, 200,000 energy per tick is not a lot. 5 ticks is a million, and we have 600 million. I think we should be okay. Where was that button? It's here. I mean, it is catching it up, actually, isn't it? I didn't think about that. Maybe doubling it was a mistake, but I'm sure that's fine. You would think when you press this button, this would also refresh back to 0, because I mean it won't. What will happen is it will be the next place we go to or something along those lines. Yes, I wanted to click that button, and then I want to click that button, right? Yes, I know we spent 1 million, but we're now up to 15 titanium per click, which is nice because that will get to 60. And I like 60. 60 is a whole number. Although, having said that, the next time we use this, it won't be a whole anymore. But, you know, it's fine. But we don't need aluminium in any of these 3 anymore, right? And this is just ticking over nicely. This is slowly improving. Look, we're closer to the line. We're nearly at, I don't know, 50%. Oh, actually, that is a 50%, isn't it? I thought that. For some reason, I miscounted the number of lines. Because I'm a doofus. But I'm thinking this, honestly, this is the next thing. We'll get a booster, because if I do that, right, look at how much difference it makes. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a lot. It's funny, I've got a song in Japanese on YouTube, and it keeps asking me if I'm old enough to watch it. Now, as a non-native Japanese speaker, they may have swear words in it, or concepts that I can't see, in terms of they're adult in a way that maybe I shouldn't be allowed to view. But ironically, I'm never going to know. And I tell you, it's really simple why I'm not going to know. Because I still can't speak Japanese. And obviously they don't know I can't speak Japanese. I mean, I watch stuff in German and in French and in Portuguese and Spanish, you know. And I understand some of the words, and sometimes it makes sense, you know. Other times, occasionally I put subtitles on, but honestly, I prefer the immersion method. And because I've got a reasonably, I've got an average understanding from, somebody who doesn't speak it, I've actually got a surprisingly good understanding. Or somebody who, compared to somebody who does speak it, I am basically a child, right? So, and 4 or 5 years old in terms of understanding language, maybe not even that much, because I remember when I was 4 or 5 years old, my mum would say some quite complicated things to me, and I would still mostly understand. Oh, that does seem like the girl's bleeding from her eyeballs. Alright, that makes more sense now. I mean, it looks like she's bleeding from her eyeballs. It could just be laser beams zooming from them. It's hard to tell. It's weird imagery. I wonder what the name of this song is. I'll tell you. And then you can have a look and see. It's called Yoro ni Kakeru, which is probably easier for me to say than it is for you to type out. So it's YORU space NI space KAKERU. And it's by somebody called Yoasobi. Now, if you watch the video and you look at it and you think, that's just energy beams, then fair enough. But it could also be blood, right? And I just don't know. I couldn't tell you. Because I have no idea what the words are. One would hope it's not, but it is kind of reddish pink, which isn't the colour that I recognise it to be. We just stabbed a butterfly, a pilly-pally, and now she's watching him like, what the hell have you done? Oh no, the butterfly's fine. And then it popped. That's weird. Alright, fair enough. Like, I'm not going to describe it to you anymore because it's just, honestly, this is what somebody who hasn't taken hallucinogenics might describe taking hallucinogenics to look like. Not that I'd know anything about hallucinogenics, obviously, because they're completely illegal in my country. But I've been to places where they are legal, and that's very different. Oh, she's opened her eyes and she's got real eyes again. I don't know what to think of that. It's just, it's actually quite a nice sounding track. You know, and this is where I eventually turn it on, right? And it'll be, I don't know, like, it'll be about something absolutely horrific. And I'll be like, okay, maybe it wasn't as nice as it sounded. Look at that, we're 4% of the way out of the stellar neighbourhood. That's actually quite far. We're still no percent into the observable universe. Does it take us beyond the observable universe? Because we don't know what's beyond the observable. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that place, we don't know. We're not there yet. Ooh. Boink. Let's press the button. We're up to 660 astronomical units. That's so silly. Yeah, that's quite far, right? And we're not far off. Oh, we're massively far off this. Oh, that's right, we're not far off this. 13.6 will give us how much? A massive amount, actually. 0.1. I don't know if it's better to get a booster or if it's better to save up, because we're... Where are we? We're 2 away on this, right? So that is... Oh, it's a long way away, right? I mean, honestly, it's a long way away. Let's just buy a booster. I can't use it, I just buy one. I mean, honestly, I could take these off because I don't need that either, but I'm not going to. It's a lot of speed, though. It's a lot of speed. But we don't need that. And then we're here. I mean, why not? Let's just buy some more of that. Get some more aluminium coming in more quickly. I like aluminium, apparently. It is my favourite thing, well, at least in this game. I'm pretty indifferent to aluminium in real life. Titanium's my thing. I like titanium. I have a lot of jewellery made out of titanium, actually. Don't ask me why, I just like the colour. Honestly, I also like it because it reminds me of gunmetal grey, which is a paint that I used to have that was surprisingly the same colour as guns were. And I'm not sure why I really like that colour. Maybe it's because I've used a lot of guns when I was younger. Or it might be because I just like the colour. But almost all of my jewellery is that colour as well. Except for my watch, which is a little bit darker than gunmetal grey, but only a little bit. And it's also made out of titanium. The band it's a titanium band. Yeah, titanium and silver, they're my thing. I don't like gold. It doesn't suit my skin tone, weirdly. Even though people tell me it does, I don't look at it and go, oh yeah, that's a good colour on me. I look at it and go, not sure about that there, Ted. Right, so what we need is probably 10 million aluminium to upgrade this page for more drones. Which would get us to a whole 6% of chance of getting titanium, which isn't very much. I mean, that's just under 1 in 20. It's like not 1 in 19, I guess. I don't know. I'm not doing the maths on it. Hang on. I need to cough. It could not be a cough. It could just be requirement of water. Let's try that as well. That was my glass against the microphone, if you're wondering what the squeaky noise. I don't even know if the squeaky noise got picked up. I couldn't tell you. Ooh, that was quick. Right, hang on. No, this one. How are we doing for energy? 600 million, 500 million actually. Yeah, that's a long way away. And this one is nearly ready to proc again. Well, that's fine. We don't need to worry about that then, do we? So we'll balance that back out by the time. Well, I mean we won't because it's only 50,000, I think. But it will slow the ebb of our loss of energy by comparison, because it's slowly going down, right? I mean, it doesn't look like it's slowly going down, but it is. It's the difference between the two is slowly going down. But honestly, between the next one of those and the next one of these, that'll help, right? Because that will change the parameters even more. Because now it's only 300,000 difference rather than 350,000. Or wait, no, that's not right. Hang on. All right, let's say 1.2 million, so it's 150,000. So it's not much difference, right? And we're already at 9 billion. We've been here not very long, and it's at 9 billion. This is nearly ready to tick. Ooh, the excitement. I'm not pressing this button again for a while. I'm going to press that though, because the more I press this, the better it is, right? Because we get more iron and we get more aluminium, which means we can funnel more into these two, which is what we're looking for. I don't know how many drones we can get. I mean, I'm tempted to start pressing the button just to find out. But we need 60,000 magnesium, and we only have 523,000, which is quite a lot less, right? So I'm not sure that's the right move. Right, let's have a look at this one. How's this? How quickly is this climbing? Not very. It's going up by 0.2. Our rad resistance is rubbish. Our heat resistance is going up massively. Wait a minute. Our heat resistance is about to tick. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. We're nearly there. Oh no, we're not. Well, I mean, we are quite close. And then I can burn through some hydrogen, which would be nice. We get a bigger multiplier. And then we can watch our speed go up. So, that'd be fun. So, what do you reckon? 4.67? No, 4.675 maybe. It's close, right. Wait for it to get to a round number and then I'll click the button, we'll see what happens. Absolutely nothing because we're not using tab 1. I mean, I'm a doofus sometimes, I'll be honest. But we're so far away from these two, because that's going up at 2 and that's going up at, I mean, it looks like 2, but I saw an odd number there a minute ago, which doesn't make sense. So hang on, that's 24,000, right? 24,000 divided by 2 is 12,000. 12,000 ticks, so 3,600 is an hour, right? I think. Let's have a look. 12,000 divided by 60 is 200 minutes. So divide it, yeah, so 3,000, so it's 3 1/3 hours. Might be here a minute. Yes, it's going to take us a minute. A minute, I'll be honest. Right, well that's fine, right? I mean, that will probably accelerate, we'll probably have, by the end of my day, which will be not this episode, not the next episode, probably the episode after, I reckon this will tick. Can't be sure, but I think it will. We're really racking up our titanium now. It's much quicker. I mean, it's because we're getting 15, we're not getting 1. and I want to do this. I really want to do that, but we can't afford it, right? Because that's going to be 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8, and 2, I guess, right? So, I mean, that's nearly 10 million. It's not. It's like 8 million. It's like 9 million, maybe. Yeah, about 9 million. And the amount of iron we're going to need, silly money iron. Silly money. How much energy have we got? Difference. Actually, 500 and... yeah, so we're nearly at the point where we're outstripping that again, which is nice. But we've got a ways to go on this. We should be able to press this button now, right? Doink. That helped. That helped a lot. I mean, I say a lot. It helped. And it's put our energy much higher. Oh, actually, as a result, we don't need to worry about this side of things. This is kind of moot. I mean, I'll keep it on because it costs 10 silicon per time unit, which is obviously a second, I presume. I mean, it's saying a tick, but 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. I mean, alright, these are seconds, right? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. Actually, that might be a second. Maybe when it's fully ticking, it's at 1 second, because, I mean, 1 Mississippi. It's a good measure. I think it's slightly slow. 1 Indiana. I'm now just using musical things. Right, they're both done. It's unreal. Ooh, we nearly have 50%. 50%. I'm not buying that. I want to buy it. You know I want to buy it. I want to buy it. I'm not going to though. We have 4 million. We could afford to do that. Should I do that? Yeah. No, we can't afford it. We're just shy. Yeah, I'm still listening to that song Night Dancer by Imase. Love it. I shouldn't love it as much as I do, but I really do. It's really good. Ooh, squeaky, hang on. Now, I don't know if you hear that. I hear it in my left ear because I keep my right ear away from being covered. Because the side of my microphone is on the left. I could switch them round. I could make it so that... because my headphones are they reversible in that way? I don't think they are, actually, now I think about it. The things rotate. Like the cans, they rotate. But I don't have like one of those microphones with a stick and like a microphone stand. That's what they're called. They're called a desk stand. I don't have a microphone desk stand. I have just a microphone on a set of headphones. So were you inclined to be able to hack the cables and send evil noises through them, it would probably send me deaf. But yes, I don't have a speaker for my computer. It all runs through my headphones. If I really want to, I can change that though, because I have a soundbar and a projector, right? So if I want to, I can move my computer to output on my wall for I think it's probably, it's got to be about 60 inches, 65 inches. Like it's over. It's about 2 meters, maybe more. So it might be 72 inches. Like from left to right, rather than from corner to corner. Rather, it is. Yeah, it's about. Oh, very big. That's a terrible way of phrasing it. No. So from one side to the other, it's about. It's about 2 meters from left to right, and then it's about 1 meter 70. No, it can't be 1 meter 70. It's got to be more like 1 meter 50. I don't know. I haven't measured it, but it's big. Like, because it takes up most of my wall. I mean, obviously, I say obviously. You don't know that. You've never been to my house. So it takes up about just over halfway from floor to ceiling, or from ceiling to floor, technically, because nature of business. So it's big, right? Yay, we're up to 20. So it's a big screen, right? So if I wanted to, I could just not use my monitor, and if I really wanted to, I could get like a little DVI thing, and I can put my projector into my what's it called? My PC, and that is something I'm going to do at some point if I start streaming, which I'm still unconvinced I'm going to do. But if I was to start streaming, I would only stream on YouTube. I don't think I'd stream on Twitch. Or Rumble for that matter. Although I'm toying with uploading everything to Rumble as well, because you can upload to Rumble and it automatically populates it to YouTube. But I'm not sure I'm into it yet. I haven't worked it out. Only because, you know, it's not like I'm going to say anything bad that would require me to get cancelled or anything, right? Let's not be silly. What I'm actually thinking about is it's just further reach, right? Look at that. One more level to go, 26 million, and we've finished this level of stuff. We are 346 out of 650, so we're over halfway to the Helix Nebula, and we're only going to get faster. So, speaking of getting faster, let's just get faster. Tee-hee. Oh, look at that. That's actually on the lines now. We can see a little bit of the black line. Or brown. Is that brown? Would you call that brown? I'd call that brown. But it's getting there, right? If I click that, the actual difference isn't a lot, right? It's 0.15 astronomical units. Wait, hang on. Oh no, right, okay, it's because we had the super speed on, didn't we? We had the super speed on, I'm a doofus, right? But yeah, that's not far away now. It's really not far away. That's far away. And this is not far away either. But I think I'm gonna buy the next aluminium upgrade there before I buy anything here or here. Right, I think that's better. Do I buy this? I mean, I suppose I probably do. There's no reason not to. Because we get, by investing iron here, we get more iron here. Right, look at the amount of iron we're getting. 100% chance. There's only a 60% chance to get aluminium. I'm a little bit disappointed, if I'm honest. But the investment of titanium is worth it, I think. Because that's just a pure investment in iron and aluminium, which allows us to gain more more titanium. It's a beautiful little system, I suppose. Self-referencing. Yeah, let's skip that one, because although I like it, in fact, what I might do, I might just do the thing with this. Because, so I'm turning off the system on the projector, because honestly I don't need it to be on, because I can just set my other system, my music system, to be on instead, which is better, because I don't think it saves electricity, if I'm honest. I mean, it probably does, but I don't know how much power that projector uses. Oh, that's my thing saying it's disconnected from the thing. And if I turn YouTube music on, right? Yeah, there you go, so it's connected, and then I can go to press that button while we wait for more aluminium. God damn it, aluminium, you are a real pain. Shuffle play, that's what I want. Oh, Black Crow is jealous again. I do like that, that's a great tune. That is going to be quite quiet. That's quite loud. I wasn't expecting it to go quite so loud. Because the problem is my soundbar is right in front of me, which is great because it means I can hear it clearly. The problem is it's just far enough away that I want to turn it up. But if I turn it up, it will get picked up on my microphone. And if it gets picked up on my microphone, then I get copyright struck. And I don't want to be copyright struck because, like, it just makes it impossible. Well, I mean, it means I can't release the video, right? Because I'm too small to worry about monetization. I mean, there are ways, like I could open a Patreon or a Subscribe Star or anything like that. But honestly, I don't see the point. Not at the moment. Like, if I get to like, I don't know, some thousands, maybe I'll think about it. But at the moment, like, I'm using this as an excuse to play computer games because otherwise I would not. And that in itself has got to be worth it, right? Oh, I could press this button again. Is it worth it? Probably not. Not at the moment. Although it does make a nice number. 720 is much nicer. I prefer rounder numbers. And what we're looking for is 26 million aluminium. So we're going to be waiting a while. I've got to check our tachyon particles in a minute. And I expect they're going to be like 15 billion because I pressed the magic water button for like 10-minute time skips. Now, if I had this running in offline mode, not only would we have travelled much, much further, we would have had loads of time skips. But the problem with that, right, is that it doesn't really give you a good idea of how long this game is actually going to take. And I might wane in my interest and at some point just call it a day. But I want it to be a real representation, right? It's the same as any other series that I've done. I'm not cutting anything out. Raw, unedited, real gameplay footage. The excitement of it all with me blethering over the top like some sort of village idiot. Which is what everybody wants, apparently. I mean, it helps you sleep, it helps you go into catatonia, and maybe it saves you the trouble from having to deal with that person in a coma. I mean, it's just the same experience, right? Somebody not really saying a lot. Sorry, that's probably really insensitive. I was trying to take the mickey out myself there. I wasn't trying to be rude about anybody else. So, just to be clear. Anyway, let's move on from that rather untoward statement. I told you, like, too much time on my own makes me say the things that go through my head rather than the things that are apparently socially acceptable. And most of the things that I say aren't particularly socially acceptable anyway. Yes. I finally saw a science reporter talking about the KT18b signs of life article in real terms, where they were actually discussing it in terms that, well, it's possible that it's signs of life, but it doesn't mean it is signs of life, right? And I really appreciate that. That was the first guy who seems to have read it. And now, don't get me wrong, he was a PhD physicist, so I kind of expected him to get it right. But there were other guys who are also physicists, yet not PhD level, I presume, because... and they were discussing things, and they weren't talking about it as a maybe. And that really puts me on edge. Like, I'm nervous when people start claiming that something, I don't know, 100 light years away, or 12 light years away even, for that matter. I mean, you've seen how long it took us to get to 12 light years, right? I mean, that was like, what, 12 hours of gameplay or something? It's a long time, even in this game, right? Imagine how long it takes in real life when you haven't got constant acceleration. It's just the speed of light, right? And they're talking about it in terms of, like, it's definitely life. And I'm like, there's no way it's definitely life. How can you prove that, right? You're not there. I'd love it to be life. But if you haven't been there, you cannot categorically prove it. You can say it's within 5 standard deviations, which makes it statistically unlikely for it to be anything other than life, right? But if you're not there, and you can't show me a picture, then all you've got is the most mathematically significant supposition I've ever seen. And I'm not going to necessarily deny that you're right. I'm just going to cast doubt that it's something we can say for certain, unless, of course, we're there. Because we're not there. And maybe that's just me being fussy. I just want to check how we're doing. Oh, we're doing fine. We've got all the energy. It's not an issue. Right? I'm just funny like that. Can't afford it. Why not? Oh yeah, because we haven't got 13 million, and I was saving up for this one, which is 26 million. I'm a doofus. Right, let's buy that though. Because we can afford that too. Which means we can probably afford more here. Because the more I spend on this bit, the less I spend on this bit. It doesn't fully work that way, but we can now press the button to see where we're at. 700 astronomical units, that's pretty quick. It's like 10% of our actual speed. It's getting less returns on these boosts again. It used to be really big boosts. When we first got them, that was like triple our speed and stuff. And now, it's definitely not that. It's definitely not. I wish it was, but it's not. Right? Oh, this has nearly got clear over, it's like 52% or something. I just can't believe how expensive this is. 4 billion. 4 billion. That's... The numbers in this game ramp maybe a touch too quickly. Oh yeah, but it's so big because you've got to explore all of space. Great. There must be a better way of earning silicon than this. There's got to be. If that's the sort of numbers I've got to deal with to try and get this to 8 million, there's got to be a way of doing that, right? Let's have a look at our resistances. Well, no, actually, I want to have a look at our resistances here. I'm going to spend that money because we can afford it. So how are we doing? We're 10,000 away. That's not bad. Well, how are we here? We are still very far away on that one. That's the one we're looking for, right? We want to get super jazzed about the jumps. Hyperdrive. I don't know what the hyperdrive actually going to do for us. I'm going to pretend it's going to make us go like warp speed 11 or something. We're at 1,000. It's a ticker back up to an hour. We know how far we've gone. This isn't very useful to us at the moment. I mean, I can click here on here. I can click on this as much as we like, but it doesn't make any real big difference to us, because like that. Right. It doesn't really boost our speed. It pretends to boost our speed. I'm not going to do it. Right, so, where are we? 12. 13. Nearly 13. Is that Loyal Kana? That is Loyal Kana. Angel by Loyal Kana. The problem with listening to music I really like is that I really want to turn it up. Because I'm used to always having music available. And doing this and not always having music available is kind of strange to me. Like, I really struggle when I don't have multiple stimulus. Which is why, you know, I am streaming, I am smoking, I am listening to music. Well, I'm not streaming, I'm recording. Right? I'm doing multiple things. If I could have someone in the room, I would chat to them at the same time. Which would make the experience much weirder, I'll be honest, because the conversations I have with my friends, alright, quiet in the back there, I know I don't have real friends, it's fine. No, I do, I have a couple. Right, literally, I don't know, 4 or 5, it's fine, I don't mind. I do mind, I don't, no, it's a lie. What it is, the older you get, the more self-selecting you become, and you're like, actually that person's an idiot, I'm not going to hang out with them anymore, and this continues to happen. And the problem is because everybody else is doing it, eventually, you don't know anyone. Welcome to the future, where the only people you know is on the internet, and even then you don't know them because you've never met them. Well, that's a bit bleak, isn't it? It's also not the way I actually believe. Right. Like I say, I go to the pub regularly, and that's a nice little social getaway. I even talk to people by text and in person. Like, look at that. I'm not permanently online. Ooh, we're nearly at 1% of a speed of light per second. We were at 0.1% the speed of light per second, and now we're nearly at 1%. No, wait, that's stupid. That's 10%, you doofus. Right, 10% of the speed of light per second. That's pretty quick. Yeah, because it's 63,240 astronomical units per second. No, hang on, it's not the speed of light, it's light years. It's 10% of a light year per second. That's very fast. And you can see from the number it's going up very quickly now. Right. We will reach the next destination reasonably quickly at this rate. 650 and we're 2/3 of the way there roughly. Now I'm only hovering on this screen because what I'd really like is to upgrade that. No, wait, where are we? This one. I want to get us to the final upgrade, which is the 26 million aluminium by the end of the episode, because that'd be cool. So I'm going to press that button again. Now, I could press the 4 per second, but honestly, they're not worth it just yet. Not just yet. They will be. So multiply your passive silicon gain by your bit, add upgrade 3 multiplied by 10 to your passive silicon. Now, I'm sure that makes sense to someone. I am not that someone. Is it upgrade 3 on this page? Is it upgrade 3 somewhere on a different page, like an engineering page? Who knows? Not me. But if we can get to 10% of the speed of light per second, no, it's 10% of a light year per second. I keep getting that wrong because the numbers are just so vast. Like, they are incredibly large. They are awe-inspiring. Not O-R-E, they are A-W-E. Not the atomic weapons people. That's somebody else, AWE. Advanced Weapons Engineering, or Atomic Weapons Engineering. Anyway, AWE is a place in Britain that deals with fancy weapons, in case you couldn't guess that from the name. So I'd want to upgrade the one that is at 4, so 600 million. I'd want to upgrade that 5 times, or it'd do my head in. And I'd like to upgrade the time to 20 seconds instead of 15, but it goes up by half a second at a time, so it's going to get very expensive. And I don't know that we need to, because, like, for 15 seconds, does it matter? When we look at the amount of actual silicon it requires to upgrade them, yeesh. Well, we might be near a point where we can upgrade our aluminium intake again. We can. Thank you. This one. Mrozu. It's a Polish guy doing Muddy Waters. Mrozu is M-R-O-Z-U, I think it was. I would look it up, but I'm pretty confident. But yeah, really good. He does a version of Muddy Waters that is absolutely beautiful. I don't speak Polish, but it doesn't matter. It just sounds great. And he says, I think it's Horty Blast, which honestly is one of the funniest lines I've ever heard. Horty Blast. Like, I don't know what it means. I don't care. Horty Blast is brilliant. Like, Polish is actually quite an interesting language, I'll be honest. It is quite fun to listen to, although it does sound like they're trying to take over the world every time I listen to it. But that's more because a friend I know, he is convinced that every time our friends who are Polish start switching into Polish when they're sitting around us, is not because it's easier for them to communicate concepts, it's because they are secretly trying to plan how to take over the entirety of the world, and they don't want us to hear. Now, that may or may not be true. I'm not going to question it. I like the idea that, you know, maybe it is. I'm not convinced that that is the truth, but maybe it is. Oh, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. 6.324 as opposed to 6.240. We are close. We'll get there before the end of the episode too, at this rate. I don't know that we're going to be able to do that engineering upgrade. I'm going to keep pressing, and hopefully we will. That might be fun, if we can achieve that. Alright, press that button. Just adds a little bit more, right? Not a lot more, just a little bit. now. 277 titanium. We've got a long way before we can upgrade the next bump. We've got lots of magnesium though, so that's quite nice. I like more magnesium. Magnesium is good. Yeah. Yeah. Just so you know, the word hootie blast makes me laugh. So if you get nothing out, well, 10% of a light year per second. If you get nothing else out of this episode, look up Mrazu. In fact, I'm going to look up the name of the song. Which one is it? Yeah, alright, that's probably not going to help. Zverki Udi. Rudy, no? Woody. Yeah, Zverki Woody. That's probably not going to help, right? SZERIOKIE. No, that's not right. Zverki. Zveroki. It's, yeah, Zveroki. Where are we? Zveroki. So SZEROKIE. Yeah, Zveroki. Zveroki Woody. WODY, I think it was. But yeah, look it up. Good. It's good. If you like music, you'll like that. I mean, I don't often get it wrong when it comes to, like, I have an eclectic and weird sense of music, right? And people will say to me, wait, you went from that to this? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, what, do you not like the song? Well, I do. It's just a bit, tonal snap. And I'm like, yeah, but that's just the way my brain works. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, I like music. It doesn't really matter what type of music it is, provided it's good. They're like, well, isn't that true for everybody? I'm like, yes, but also no. Like, some people have to listen. If they're in a mood for hip-hop, they can only listen to hip-hop. Whereas I see that there are transition zones, as well as, some hip-hop's just garbage. Just because you like DMX doesn't mean all DMX is good, right? It's like, I love Red Hot Chili Peppers. Doesn't mean I like all of their music. Right, they're one of my favourite bands. I still think some of their songs are rubbish. Like, absolute garbage. I mean, they're probably better than I could ever write, don't get me wrong. Although sometimes I do wonder. But that's a story for a different time, of course. I mean, we're nearly at the end of the episode. I'm not going to go blethering on about my foray into the music industry when I was younger. I mean, I could. I have some stories about it. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's right. I said gosh. I was going to say another G word, which involved deity, but I decided to profane in a different way. No, prevent myself from profaning in a blasphemous way. You know what I mean. We've gone up a lot of speed. We have gone up a lot of speed. I'm quite pleased about that. And we are nearly at the point. We're nearly there. 26 million something or another is what we need. Let's have a quick check. We need 26,327,000. We can do that. 26,327,000. We can get there. Can we? We've got 40 seconds before an hour is up. I'm going to try. That's the aim. I mean, I don't know why I'm saying that. The aim is going to be, I'll stop the episode when I'm good and ready, which is once I've got that upgrade for sure, is where the cutoff point is. Right, we can do it. Right. Ding! We've maxed it out. Amazing. Ding, ding. We've nearly maxed this one out. Hang on. Let's press the buttons. That's nearly 3/4 of 1,000 astronomical units per second. That's a massive amount of speed. I can click that button too. That's amazing. Right, so we can get another drone capacity if I want one. Do we want one? No, because, well, what do we need aluminium for now then? So, here. So I've done everything here that requires aluminium. Amazing. Tee. Right, so that's all that done. 6.5 thousand astronomical units per second. I'd love it to show where we were. We're sort of, I mean, we're not there, are we? We're sort of here. We're right on the edges, because halfway between the centre of here, which I'm going to assume is here, and the centre of here is about there. Well, no, I mean halfway is about here, right? So we're probably about there. And out of 650, we have less than 200 light years to go. That's pretty far out, man. So on that note, I'm going to leave us to it. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a lovely day. Bye.